before the start of the race. Only 11 people. Here we are at the start qualifying. Who's first to come out? I think it's the Ferrari of Luke. No, the Haskell. And the Williams. Right, let's see what Luke can do on opening lap. Oh, and he's already spun it. Oh, he's already spun it on the opening lap. Williams across. Next one. Braking. Delay. Downhill. It's on the mediums, which is advisable. Just 1 second. Right, there we go. Let's see what you can do in the second sector. I don't know what to expect. Slow around here. 1016 in the second sector. Right, we're back. Right, so I'm back and I've missed most of quali. Not all of it, but I've missed the first few laps. 4 people still yet to settle lap time. And there is a lot of people that are on laps right now. And that's an invalidation for it. Magic. Chrome is ahead by 6/10 on the medium compound tire. Shows that we're 102.7 in the second sector. See what he can do in the final sector. I think everyone just should have went up the medium. I think 24/7 is faster than what I did on soft in qualifying. So, Weber going out on another lap, I think, most likely. Let's see what he can do in the first sector. Oh, a little bit of oversteer and understeer at the same time there. On the soft, so I think he's going to try and prove. Let's see what Weber does in the final sector. Don't cut the curb. That's going to be a 1:26.5. Puts him into P6. Who's on a lap? Vivek is on a lap. Runs a bit wide. Let's see what he can do in the second sector. And that's going to be an invalidation. Jabu is on an out lap. And so are Magic and Luke. So, let's see. Or maybe he's pitting. He's pitting. Okay. Well, that's my bad. It's just I saw him in Era 0 and I thought he was on a net lap. And in the gravel trap. Right. Let's see what Luke can do on the medium tires. 3 drivers still yet to set a lap. Zaza, FOZ, and Rickard. If I have to say a driver that isn't Chrome that was going to win the race, I'd probably say Rickard. He's very consistent in the races. Let's see what he does in the first sector, and that's an invalidation. Right. And that's an off for magic. Don't. Oh, and well, who is on an outlap, or on the lap, I should say. Topple. Right, let's go. On board with Topple, and if there's anyone else on the lap, Zaza, that's more interesting. We will hop on board. But yeah, no one's really out on a lap right now, because it's that weird time where you either want to be in or on your last lap. Better not do that on his actual lap. Can he get ahead of Jabu or Crumb? I don't think anyone's gonna get ahead of Crumb with that time on mediums. Let's see what he can do in the first sector, as long as it isn't invalidated. Keeps it nice and tidy in the first few corners. And he does a 27-1. Well, I got the one bit right, I guess. He's gonna be getting a bit of dirty air off of Zaza on his lap, who's much slower, I think. Easy to go out wide here, and I think he's gonna do so. Yeah, he does. Okay, let's see what Zaza does. He's on a lap. Let's see what he does in the second sector. 1047. I think that's a little bit off, but not fighting for pole, but maybe top 5. Comes across the line to do a 129.0, puts him 9th. Let's see what FOZ does. 27.5 in the first sector. Gets a bit of oversteer. Oh, I think Rickard has a qualifying ban. That's why he hasn't come into the pits. I was kind of like, what? FOZ is going to be the last guy to set a lap. Unless Faber's going onto a lap. Or on a lap, I should say. 103.2 in the second sector. Let's see what he can do in the final sector. Can he get into the top 8? Oh, and Chrome just got beaten to pole. I think that might be the first time. $27.2 for 8. Alright. Is Luke on a lap? No. Is Saz on a lap? No. Weber? No. Right. So, Jabu is in first, which I wasn't expecting. I didn't see him on a lap. I thought. So. 24-6. Well, we have a different pulse here for the first time in 4 races, 5 races since Crum joined. Alright, so Jaboon first, Crumman second, beaten to pole in his home race. Well, I'm sure he's going to be happy with second on the mediums. Right, so everyone could have went on to the mediums and it wouldn't have mattered because Rickert had a qualifying ban, I think. I'd have to go check that. But yeah, I think let's run through the standings while they're on their formation map. Um, but yeah, I wasn't expecting pole to be taken away from Crum. I'm so shocked by that. I didn't even catch that he was on the lap, Jabu. Right, so they're on the formation lap now. Crum's so used to being in first. Let's run through the standings real quick. So it's Crum in first, followed by Rickert in second, Showstopper in third, Jabu in fourth, Stan in fifth, Sandro sixth, who's not here anymore, Topple in seventh, FOZ eighth, Stina ninth, Trunks 10th, Amy Weber in 11th, Orthrads in 12th, Renault King in 13th, COA in 14th, G Weber in 15th, Apex in 16th, Ronjo in 17th, Cele in 18th, Purple Haze in 19th, Snev in 20th, Zaza 21st, Luke 22nd, and Magic in 23rd. That's because they've all got DNFs at the bottom three. Right, well, can you make this off to medium work here? If there's an early safety car, could help. I think we have to watch Rickert from 11th. Obviously, he didn't have to use any tyres because of his qualifying ban, which could help. Obviously, you'd want the track position over two old tyres, but you know, sometimes it's not a bad thing. Alright, they pull into their red boxes. "11 cars lined up for the start of the race. I think there's 5 people whose home race is here. I think it was a fairly even start. Oh, and someone's crashed. Someone's crashed. That's clean getaway for the top 3. But let's see down the back. Zaza and Rickard both out, I think. Oh no, Zaza's just wing damaged. Okay. Luke goes for the move on Magic. Oh, but locks up. Amino goes wide as well as Luke. Magic might get 2 places here. Oh, and Luke spun it on the curb. Let's see who's in this fight. I think Weber's up 3 positions already. Wow. That was a chaotic first lap. Out of 11 runners, 3 is a lot. Topple running wide. Weber might get the run here. And Luke's out as well. Is that a 4th DNF in a row for Luke? And it's a VSC. Everyone's slowing down for the VSC. Hopefully no one gets caught out. Sometimes the game can be a bit bugged and it can say it's plus 200 and it's on the delta, and it's actually like minus half a second, and you get a drive through for that. It's crazy. Right. Those mediums are not working for Chrome right now. 3.4 second gap to Javu. Vivek and Zaza in the pits. I don't know what caused the Ricker incident. I just saw a driver go straight on into turn 1. He probably hit the back going around the outside and just spun off. It's a good restart for Chrome. Shit. I dropped my remote. It's Weber in 7th, Topple in 6th, and Showstopper in 5th. And I don't know what's happened to the timings again, but they're gonna be reshuffled in a minute. Topple runs wide. Amino has the DRS. Or doesn't. What? Oh, it's only... Wait, what? Why did neither of the drivers use DRS? Okay, well, there must be a bug here. I think we might be only on lap 2. Oh, he nearly Alboned Topple. Topple closing up on Showstopper. He might line up a move here. Yeah, the game was bugged. It was only on lap 2. Right, that makes sense. I was like, how did the laps go by so fast? Right, Topple has DRS on Showstopper. He's gonna go for a move, I think. Ooh, he locked up. He's not gonna be able to go for the move. He might be able to go into for the move now, coming off of. But I don't know. He doesn't use any ERS. There's quite large gaps right now. I want to see interval. No penalties as of yet. Oh no, Weber's only up 1. Showstopper had a bad run. Topple's going. Ooh, don't crash. Don't crash. Okay. I thought he pulled across too soon. I was like, oh shit. Right now, Weber's gonna line up the move on Showstopper. But Showstopper's gonna have the DRS, and I don't think Weber will. Nope. Dropped out of the DRS. That's not good. You don't want to drop out of the DRS. Right, let's go on board with Showstopper. He has a better chance of a move. than Faber right now. Just don't crash. He's about to hit the points for McLaren. I think they're leading the championship right now just because both of them are up there. Topple is pulling away now. Showstopper just needs to stay in the DRS. He got the DRS, so he's going to pull back the gap and he's going to get back in the DRS for the next lap. He has to use the DRS though. He has 30% more. He doesn't know that, but he needs to use the DRS before it reaches full. And it has reached full. Alright. Crum has just like closed the gap really quickly there. I think those softs are overheating for most of the drivers, and the mediums take a lot to overheat, like you have to spin or something. So Showstopper back in the DRS. He needs to use his DRS. I know he's just trying to stay behind right now, but he's just wasting so much ERS. Showstopper definitely has the better pace right now. Okay, he used a little bit. Okay. The dirty air made him lift off massively. Or maybe that's how he usually does it, but you don't need to lift off that much usually. Salza and Weber have just picked up 2 penalties. And you just have to finish the race and you get a bundle of points. Well, you don't even have to finish, you just have to be in the race now. I think Rickard had a big chance of points, and I don't know what he got disqualified for, but yeah. I think it was the same glitch that happened. Oh my god, that's a lot of warnings and penalties. Oh, wrong way. Oh, that's a lot of warnings, so. Okay, right. Back to the racing. Not much racing right now. All the gaps are quite large, except this one. Jabu and Crum, the fight for the lead. Obviously that's something you want, but it's on 2 different tyre compounds, which I think Jabu will have to come back at the end of the race. I think Crom's gonna go for the move. He knows he has the better pace, and Faber picks up another 3-second time penalty. Is Crom gonna go for the move here? No, he's not. No. Okay. He's gonna stick behind for now. They nearly crash. No DRS? What? I swear, did they remove the DRS down that straight? Yeah, they did, didn't they? There's only 2 DRS zones now. Six behind again for now. Or again for now. He's right behind him into Maggots and Baggots. This, you don't want to crash here. And he runs a bit wide, but He might go for a move down into Stow this time. No. Just don't crash into Vale. They don't. I thought one of them would lock up. Nope. Crom has a lot more ERS than Jabu now, and a lot better tires. And Crum's just dropped back a little, and I think he's just saving ERS, saving his tires. I think Crum's just flying right now on those mediums, and he shouldn't be. It's unnatural. And he gets the line perfect through cuts. But he's still quite a bit back from Jabu. I think Jabu's just using a lot of ERS, yeah. Which he's got to pit soon, and he's going to get a lot of ERS back. So I think Jabu's playing this smart. Crom 3/10 behind. Crom just has so much more grip now. But off that corner, he's just not gaining time. And then he gains it all back at the end of Sector 1. Through village, down the Wellington Strait. And he's still behind. I'm kind of confused what he's doing, to be honest. I think he's wasting a lot of time. Maybe he feels like he doesn't have more pace right now. I'm confused. Surely he's gonna make a move now. No? He's not gonna use the ERS? It's keeping the fight close. But how close is it? And I think he's gonna go for a move now into Stow. He goes around the outside. Don't crash. I say that every time, but and he gets through, but he locks up, and Jabu's back down the inside. Oh no, I didn't mean to do that. And he doesn't complete the move. That was some good defensive driving from Jabu. He's still holding on. I think Crum's starting to get a bit agitated now, being stuck behind. And Jabu's just planting it on the apex very nicely. Because, ooh, I wouldn't like to see that. Out of left field, will he go for the move? No, he's too far back, I think. No. And he's not going to make a move into Stow. And he's not going to make a move into Vale. He's not going to make a move into turn 1. So, I think he's going to be stuck behind him for another lap or two. I don't think he's close enough. No, he's not going to make a move into Stow. I was right. And he's too far back to make a move here. Locks up. I think Jeb is just going to drag out these tires as long as he can. Some very nice defensive driving from Jabu. And Crumb might be able to get down the inside. Nope. He's not gonna move down here into Brooklyn's. I think he's on the inside there, yeah. But he's just not close enough. He's right up behind the diffuser now, but he might make a move into cops. He's right behind him. No. He has to lift off and downshift. He's got a much better run out of Maggots and Beckett's down the hangar straight. Don't drive into the back of him, into Stowe. And I think he's finally past Jabu, and I think Jabu's going to come into the pits. And yeah, this is a great time to pit. It's a great time to pit because he just got overtaken. Let's see where Topple's going to come out. Compared to Showstopper, they're right behind each other on track. Or whatever. Anyway. Because Topple is on new tires. He might be able to get the undercut. Yeah, Showstopper's gonna be behind by quite a bit now, which you wouldn't be expecting, I don't think. Yeah, 3 or 4 seconds. Where's the closest gap? Jabu and FOC. It's not really for position, but it's the closest battle right now. 1.1 second gap. On FOC's tires, they're just dead now. He needs to box soon, same with Crumb. Or Crumb is going to be undercut if he doesn't. Jabu is driving really quickly right now. And Salsa has a 5-second penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Well, that's unfortunate. Don't crash. I say that every time, but every time it seems to get closer and closer. And he's past FOC, who's crawling now. He just lost like 2 seconds. Crumb facing some understeer now. But he has a lot of ERS to play with. What is that camera angle? What? You wouldn't believe, but this is the closest gap right now. Unless you consider... Actually no. Showstopper is closer to Topple. But Topple has a penalty and Showstopper does not. And Topple has quite a bit of penalties. Oh, and as I say that, Showstopper picks up a penalty. Yeah. I jinxed him. Well, he just has to be within Topple, or 5 seconds within Topple by the end of the race to get that. Unless he picks up another penalty. Jabu does fastest lap of the race with a 1:27.8. Now Crumb surely has to pit. The gaps are really big right now. Um, 50 seconds, 21 seconds, 12 seconds, 14 seconds, 4 seconds, 3 seconds, 5 seconds, 28 seconds. Let's go on board with Crumb and see what's going on with his car. I think he can go another 5 laps. Oh, well, lap 15 to 20. It's 5 laps away. A bit late to join now, but better late than never. I mean, he's not gonna compete today, but at least he's here now. Yeah, he's locking up every corner. He's locking up every corner, so he has a few issues, but Jabu closed the gap by a second that lap. FLC. Oh no, he's in the pits. I was like, has FLC binned it? No, he's just in the pits. Another lockup into Vale. He has to pit soon, right? Another penalty for Faber. 18 seconds worth of penalties now. So I think he's going to finish P7 unless something happens. Another lockup for Crum. Going into Brooklands and had a bit of understeer. I think he just said a purple first sector though. I'm confused. And he's got a penalty now. I think that's Jabu ahead. Crum might not win 5 in a row. I jinxed him. Like I did with Showstopper. I think I've jinxed Crum. But obviously Crum's going on to the soft now, which is the better tyre. I think he's going to pit this lap or the next lap. Yep. He was locking up every braking zone. He's picked up a 5-second time penalty for speeding in the pit lane. Let's see where Jabu comes out. I think Jabu's going to be ahead. Because Crum can't serve that in the pit lane. And I knew once I saw the lockups that he was speeding. And I think, yeah, that's Jabu ahead. Because Crum's just pulling out of his pit box now. Or pit lane. And yeah, but Crum has an 8-second gap to pull. Jabu does not. If Jabu keeps it clean, holds on to DRS, he should be in with a chance of winning this race. He just has to hold on to DRS for a couple laps. Which with Crum on softs is very difficult. No, he hasn't even managed to stay within DRS for a lap. There's 9 more laps, I think, and Jebba's picked up a time penalty. I don't think he's going to keep him within a 5-second gap, so. Two-second gap. FLC is right behind Weber right now. Not that it particularly matters, because Weber has an amount of 18-second time penalties, but it'll be great to see who comes out on top over the next couple laps. FOC obviously on the softer compound, but who has more pace? I think Faber just has that little bit less ERS to play with, and that just makes it harder for him. FOZ gonna get the run here. Coming out of Luffield, and I think Weber ran wide. He might get another penalty, or maybe he did get another penalty. Because he's on 21 now. Going through Maggots and Beckett's, Weber is much slower than what FOZ can do. I think FOZ is lifting off the throttle. And, oh, and that's dirty. That's dirty. I'd have to see John more there. I think maybe Amino got a bit of oversteer, but I think that was deliberate. Right, where's the closest gap now? Jabba's maintained a 3-second gap, which I want to see his relevant pace to Crum, I mean. FOZ down to 7th. .4 seconds is the gap. If Crum gets another penalty, he's screwed. If Jabu gets another penalty, then Crum will be a 5-time in a row winner. I think that'll be a record in the league. I'm not sure, but yeah. The gap right now will be 6.8 seconds before Crum's penalties, or 8 now, or 7 now. And it would be +1 for Crum. So it'd be 1 second behind Jabu if things stayed this way for the rest of the race. I think Jabu is Crum's top competitor right now. That's 3/10 off Jabu's best that lap. Don't pick up another penalty. That wouldn't be a good idea. Vivek was called in late, so I think it's a good job from him for P5. I'd still like to know what Rickert could have done had he not had his lap 1 incident. And Crom would now win. This is still the closest gap. Right now. A safety car would be nice, to be honest. Safety car to lap 24, and then 2 laps of racing. Anyone could win. Crom doesn't want that. Chabu would. Anyone would, except Crom. Crom just wants a good race home. Closest gap is still Jabu and Crom, but it's soon going to be FOC and Weber again. Who's coming up to or already has been lapped by Crom. I was about to say coming up to the lap, but then I realised it was Crom. Vivek is into the pits. Onto the soft compound tire, I think. Yeah, soft tires. So we might have some close racing at the end. How many penalties? Weber has... What's Weber doing? I mean, he's not going to beat these guys anyway. Is he under AI? Why is he so slow? Oh, he's pulling over to let... He was pulling over to let Crom through. I mean, he's not going to beat FOZ and Vivek, but he could have beaten Magic had he not done that, I think. Oh, but he's already beaten Vivek, or Magic, because there's a 32-second gap. Ooh, oversteer for Weber. I think that's gonna be the final. There's a whole minute between 4th and 5th. That's a big gap, and 8th and 9th, to be fair. Very big gaps today, but Weber, FOZ, and Vivek. What happened to Vivek? What? Why is he so far behind? Did he lose his wing, or? I'm so confused why Vivek dropped 10 seconds. and FOC is a load of VRS to burn. And Weber doesn't matter what the other drivers do, they're gonna beat him. He's a whole pit stop behind, basically. Was it all a one stop? I don't know, it was 2 stops for these 3. And Zaza. FOZ the big winner, and Vivek the big loser of the race, I mean. In terms of qualifying to race. Second last lap. Showstopper picks up another penalty. 6 for Showstopper and 8 for Doppel. Wide line from Showstopper. Weber picks up another penalty, another one, and he will be disqualified. 27 seconds worth of penalties. The max you can get is 30. Sorry, it's another penalty, and then when he goes for the 11th penalty, that's when the game disqualifies him. Very big gaps at the end of this race, so yeah, Crum can coast to the finish, basically. I could do a lap and fine. Oh, Crum got another penalty. 7/10 the gap at the end of the race. If Jabu can close 7/10 in final sector, then no he can't. It's gonna be a close finish though at the end of this. Oh, Vivek retired, but I think he's gonna be ahead of Zaza anyway. Wait, does he get an extra 5 seconds? Oh no, I was like, that's anticlimactic. But 8/10 the gap at the end of that. Close one. Not as close as last week's actual race, but or the weekend's actual race, but still very close. And I think Vivek will be annoyed about losing out to a 7th place, but not a bad finish. I guess my statement about Rickert being my choice if Crum doesn't win the race was a bit off, but a good job from Crum and a good drive from Jabu as well. 1:26.6, that was faster than quali, I think. I'll have to go back and check, but yeah. That was a great race. Have to be honest.